South Korea's government is moving to restore trust and confidence amid the country's biggest political crisis in decades. It's sparked by President Yoon Suk Yeo's short-lived martial law decree that has led to his impeachment. Deputy Prime Minister Choi Sang-mok held a rare news conference for foreign media in a bid to calm market jitters and to reassure Seoul's allies.
무엇보다 대외 신인도 관리에 역점을 두겠습니다. 금융 외환시장 24시간 모니터링 체제를 지속 가동하고 외국인 투자에 대한 인센티브를 강화하는 한편 한국 경제 설명회 등으로 한국 경제의 견조한 펀더멘털에 대한 국제사회의 이해를 높이겠습니다.
South Korea's Constitutional Court has ordered Mr. Yoon to submit the martial law decree he issued on 3rd December, as well as the minutes of the cabinet meetings held before and after martial law was declared. Mr. Yoon, meanwhile, has resisted questioning over his short-lived martial law decree, once again failing to appear for an interrogation this morning. A joint team of police, defense ministry, and anti-corruption investigators said they plan to question Mr. Yoon on charges of insurrection and abuse of power. Prosecutors have also asked him to appear for questioning on Saturday. They say they'll consider seeking an arrest warrant if he fails to comply. And CNA's Lim Yun Suk tells us how officials are planning to reassure its allies amid the current political turmoil, especially the incoming U.S. Trump administration.
Well, it wasn't just Choi Sang-mok, the finance minister, who spoke to the foreign media. There was also the foreign minister Choi Sang-mok, and it seems like they wanted to convey the messages of how they wanted to overcome this crisis and also how they were preparing for the incoming administration in the United States. And in fact, Choi Sang-mok started off his remarks talking about how shocked he was, like everyone else, when he first heard about this martial law declaration. And also he spoke about how he, together with the acting president Han Duck-soo, spoke to the U.S. President Joe Biden and the Secretary of State Blinken about this unwavering confidence in South Korea's democratic resilience and their unwavering support for bilateral alliance. But first, let me share with you what he said about the United States and North Korea in that briefing.
우리 정부는 굳건한 한미 동맹을 바탕으로 빈틈없는 안보 태세를 확립하고 있습니다. 한반도 정세를 안정적으로 관리해 나가면서 북한이 도발을 감행할 경우에는 단호하게 대응할 수 있도록 만반의 대비 태세를 유지할 것입니다. 북핵 문제에 대해서도 미국이 신행정부 출범 이전에 우리 대응 구상과 로드맵을 마련하여 북미 협상 가능성에 선제적으로 대비해 나가겠습니다.
Now, I asked him at that briefing if he thought that there was a high chance of the U.S. meeting North Korea, and he pointed out how President-elect Donald Trump had nominated Richard Grenell as his envoy for special missions, including North Korea, and he said that signaled to South Korea the new administration's readiness to actively engage with North Korea and its nuclear issues. And he also said that it demonstrated how President-elect Trump had not excluded North Korea from his list of priority tasks, and it was very possible that he would address North Korea and its nuclear issue seriously after he is inaugurated into office. Now, he said that was why South Korea must respond proactively to those issues. And he also touched on Japan at that briefing, saying that, there were lots of concerns in Japan right now about South Korea, and he said he understood, but South Korea was in a way very concerned about how concerned Japan was, saying that, that there was nothing to worry about and that South Korea was committed to further advancing relations between the two countries, especially since they will be marking the 60th anniversary of diplomatic ties next year. Now, Minister Cho also said that South Korea will be maintaining close consultations with China in order to advance their bilateral relations, and also that South Korea was tapping into every possible resources out there to prepare for the successful hosting of this APEC leaders meeting, which is scheduled to be held here in South Korea next year too.